Another sellout crowd at the Jane on a perfect Saturday here in Eugene. First pitch up high. Game 2 off. Carol, it will be extremely interesting to see how Kai runs the bases if she gets on today.
Oh yeah, they know that she worked on that. She talked about that. And
to Dowd Richardson and her staff for being the first team to pull that out in a big situation, and that hits Kyler Shar. So guess what?
The tempo, the rhythm. A lot of base stealers will watch the front foot of a pitcher, where the ball is at the top of the circle. They have some sort of.
Stephanie Maake. There she goes. Throw to second. Great throw. But the speed of Kyler Shar, and she swipes her 50.
Just so fast. Lightning in a bottle. Before the ball's even released, she's half the way down the baseline.
All right, guess who's come out of the... What that is.
After further review, the runner left on time.
The other big news for Oregon is that Riley McCoy is back in the lineup for the Ducks. She was hit by a line drive in the Stanford game on Sunday. But as the DP today, Maake pops out. You show up just a little bit late, you miss a lot. Close play again. Jesse. Well, Dot's already used one challenge game, and here comes Dot again. There's the play at third base. Dot, as she came up, put her arms in the air.
Well, she had 2 successful challenges last night. And Rachel Crane takes that glove, puts it right to the leading edge of the base, which is exactly what you want to do. So we're
was hit in the air to right field, hit pretty well. Shaw going back, still going, and that's off the scoreboard, home run. Savannah Woodard, her 11th of the season, and Liberty has their first lead.
It's such a smooth swing, wasted motion, keeps her hands back. This pitch, this is just power on power. It's a power pitch up in the zone. Grind provides a lot of that velocity going out. Woodard times it up well. That was a no-doubter. She's no secret. I mean, she has been a power hitter from day one in this Liberty lineup. Top 7 in the country in home runs.
Hits that right up the middle. A diving attempt by the second baseman Jones into center field. Just kept moving it away further and further, and that time McManus couldn't make contact for Lindsey Grine.
That's a huge strikeout for Grine. There you see a little bit of emotion. Has a better tempo. Really throwing all of her pitches now through the zone.
Well, after Woodard, you're going to have to throw to first to complete the strikeout. They do so. Hit hard but foul down the left field side. Morgan's second inning. Driven. Deep right center. Tie game. She's got a gold glove. She's got a bat for the Ducks.
And what's impressive about this at-bat, after pulling 3 foul balls, Yoder says, all right, I'm going to go to the outer half of the plate. And Sinicki one-ups her, lets the ball get deep, and fires one out to right. A complete at-bat, quality at-bat. He is clearly the leader of this team.
Yeah, that graphic is accurate. If they hit a home run this season, Viziana Patman, 3 balls, no strikes.
Lombardi said, we've got to keep her in the lineup, and she has been outstanding at first base, typically in the 3 spot in the lineup. Had an injury a few days ago. So good to see her up and back in the lineup.
Was hit in the face with a line drive off the bat of Stanford's Taryn Kern on Sunday. It was not pretty. She did leave under her own power. And when you and I saw her 2 days ago, we said to each other she looked remarkably good.
You know, the face is a very sensitive area. A lot of black and blue, a lot of red, and you know, we couldn't believe it. Of course, she had a little protective on her nose and a little bit of a black eye, but not much, and she's very fortunate.
Got under it, a high fly towards right center field. But the crowd just happy to have Riley McCoy back. Popped up on the infield, and Savannah Woodard, kind player from the Metroplex area, Denton, Texas. Dallas Morning News called her the state softball player of the year a few years ago. Guides that to left towards the line. It drops in. Paige Dorr cutting it off. Jones just kind of guided that over the infield.
If I'm a right-handed batter, and there's a lot of right-handed batters in this lineup for Oregon, I'm going to get on the plate a little bit against Yoder. She really likes to work all her pitches arm side, so everything falls a little bit to the outer half of the plate.
Bouchard was hit by a pitch, stole second base, was called out on review at third. Chops it, grabbed, throw to first, safe. Well, Byram made a great stab over her head, short hopped it to first. McCatman from third base, and it's 2-1 Oregon.
Kai Luchar so good at using the ground, just beats this ball, targets the high hop. It's a nice effort by Byram, but you're looking at one of the fastest base runners in the country, and when that ball is hit on a high hop and in the air, that's just time for Luchar to be safe.
Kedri Luchar, slow roller, that's foul, barely. Luchar called out on strikes at her first at bat. It came against Yoder. Sends this down the left field side, fading into foul ground. Diving catch! She got it. What a play.
Able to do some things on offense as well, but it's not many players that can truly take over a game on defense. Paige Sinicki is one of those.
Well, Paige Dorr, who made the outstanding catch to win that last inning, leads off. In her freshman year last year, the road at Oregon State. She lives in a couple of hits in game one last night. This is the 6, 7, and 8 part of the order for the Flames here in the home half of the second, occupied by Liberty in this game. Pulled over on it to first. Okay, 3 unassisted. Victims of Lindsey Graham.
After falling behind early, she's able to throw that rise ball. That has been so impactful for her today.
High fly to left field. Will it stay in the yard? The answer is yes, barely. Kai Luchar nearly with her back. Stephanie popped out her first time up. Paige Bachman came on in relief in the last inning, and she records her first strikeout there.
And further down in the zone, that ball had some good velo on it, some good down tumble on it. Gets Miyake.
Sinicki, little check swing flare out in the right, and near the line, caught by Rachel Root.
She's just been able to lock in when it matters most.
That second walk for Patman. First walk issued by Paige Bachman.
Just such good plate discipline at the most important time of year.
Second plate appearance now for Riley McCoy. He flied to center field. First time up. I think it's safe to say, at least from our perspective, she was a surprise starter today. Bounces it towards third and into left field.
So important in this Oregon lineup. Just missed hitting a home run in her first at-bat back from injury. This time now changeups down in the zone. Doesn't try to elevate the ball. Hits it hard through the 5-6 gap.
Well, we visited with McCoy a couple days ago. We knew she wasn't going to play in the first game because we watched the workouts. She was in the lineup.
Very surprised, and a pleasant surprise for
Yes.
the Oregon fans, and again, one of the top freshmen in the country.
Towards third, there's a force out there, and Crane steps on to retire the side. So a couple for Liberty. Right off the end of the bat, Grind acting like she wants it, and she takes it. Hey, pitchers can play defense. Let off the day, the bottom of the first with a long one.
I mean, talk about.
And I think that's a hurdle a lot of players have to cross in just about every sport. Off speed, bounce to Sidnicki is the human vacuum cleaner over there. Little side step to her right.
And when I talked to her about that, like, geez, I just tell me about that. She said, "Oh, that's where I love them."
Yeah,
you know, I love them down there.
Shocked to hear her say that. She says, "Oh, I love balls around my feet."
I love them. Feel like I can hit them out. Well, she certainly can. Pitcher's nightmare.
Right to Sidnicki. For what would be their first Women's College World Series under Lombardi. Little flare off the bat of Jones, and now it skips away. And a turn, but holding. Jones had a base hit her first time up. Add another off that artificial turf. He took it a little extra hop.
Yeah, a little miscommunication here between Madry and Dorr. This ball's in the air a long time. Both have good speed. Neither one really committed, called the ball, and laid out for it. And that allows Jones to get to second base. Just a missed opportunity there to really make a better effort.
To the alley in right center. That ball is going to drop a short hop to the fence. Jones in, a slide at second base for Flannery. She swaps spots with Jones and increases the Ducks' lead.
The bottom of the order, so important in postseason play. Back-to-back doubles from the 8-9 batter as Flannery can't get the bunt down and says, you know what, I'm going to look for that pitch up in the zone. Outer half of the plate, drives it to the wall.
Back towards the circle. And will advance the runner. Bachman.
Look for something elevated.
Slow ground ball. Look back to third. Throw back to third. Safe. Byron took a chance. Flannery was coming down the line, so no play on the hitter, and Kedri Lushar winds up at first, and runners are at the corner.
Very knowledgeable fans. Been a lot of fun.
That it has. Throw's going to go to third as
Rachel Crane from making the catch. Take a look at the umpire here. Immediately this ball goes up in foul territory. There's clearly a collision there. She makes the catch, but the call is made immediately for the interference.
And obviously it's on the runner at third.
Very different inning.
Yes, and Oregon has added a run in this inning. The back-to-back doubles for Jones and Flannery to begin the inning. Ake waiting on a 2-2 pitch from Paige Bachman. Chopped to third, and it goes right to Crane. She goes to first. Now the inning is over. And
a leader her entire life and always looking for that edge.
McManus back to the circle. Flames trying to get something rolling here. Grind has set down 10 in a row. And will it be 11? Yes.
Mouth was Kylie Sharp.
Grind just kept working away, and got her to lunge and strike out. Decisive game 3 in Columbia, and I know the Gamecock fans were so close.
Stunned, actually stunned.
Yes.
Mayhem.
Sinicki, hot shot off the glove of Crane, and it trickles behind. Both times with a walk and also a score to run. She squares, runner goes, throw down.
Typically at 68, now more at 65 miles an hour, does have an elite changeup. She can throw on any count, and almost everything she throws, rise ball, curveball, screwball, has a little bit of upspin on it.
First batter she's going to face is Riley McCoy, who came back today after the injury against Stanford on Sunday. She's flied to deep center. All Big Ten first team as a freshman, all defensive team, of course the all freshman team.
One thing, Coach Lombardi liked it, she liked it, and the rest is history.
And McCoy just kind of looked back. All right.
Well, Escobar goes to the off dugout, gets a little more narrow.
High drive, deep left, and a blast that may send the Ducks to Oklahoma City. Emma Cox, 8th of the year, 3-run blast.
Score in bunches. We talked about their speed. Well, how about this power? Good adjustment from Cox, knowing Escobar likes to throw and stays strong with her hands. This was an absolute monster blast. Watch where this hits off the pole. Almost went over that.
Bouncy ball, base hit right field. Third hit for Jones.
They were trying to pitch her away, pitch her outside, feed that defense. This pitch is down and in. Escobar does not get under this rise ball.
Pickoff attempt late, and a strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Well, they're the only pass the bat type of inning for Oregon.
There goes the runner. Tag in time. So Jesse. They are going to challenge. Was there a tag?
Well, immediately on the slide from Joan, Woodard has the ball before she's even gone into her slide.
All right, so the call is upheld. I guess there wasn't enough. Lindsey Gryan, the starting pitcher for Oregon, has set down 12 in a row after the first 2 hitters of the game reached. Slow roller. Sinicki has to hurry and gets it there in time.
Main goal is to read the ball at the bat. Is it hit hard? Is it hit slow? Does it have spin on it? And Sinicki's so good at that.
Ball whacked to left. Right there.
So it's not allowing Liberty to really hunt a certain zone, a certain pitch. Been a special performance here for Lindsey Gryan, something we have not seen in the postseason.
Little loop out to second base. Kayla Jones makes the catch.
It's Liberty defense playing 2 steps inside the baseline.
Time's ticking. Nice play. Byram.
This season for Kedri Bouchard.
Put up after it. It's a high fly to left, or battling that sun and makes the catch in foul territory. If she's just out in general public, she'll usually have a boot on that left foot. She has fought through that when her team needs her. That's shallow center field. Madry comes in and calls off Woodard to make the catch. Mark Neely, former Purdue head coach Carol Bruggeman from the Pacific Northwest. They went 4 for 11 in the Texas A&M Regional.
Well, she injured it on a slide and then felt it when she made the throw down in College Station, and that's a big loss.
What was the season at Utah? 2 balls, 2 strikes on Savannah Watley, pinch hitting, leading off Liberty's 6th inning.
Moments and times of the season. Just really a very serious injury that she's battling.
Pitch.
We've seen the rise ball. It's her best pitch. We've seen the curveball, screwball.
Back-to-back Ks. That's 17 in a row set down.
And a big smile for Lindsey Grine.
Check swing, did she? Yes. Siddiqui, the cleanup hitter, lays down the bunt. Good play. Rachel Crane nips her by an eyelash. In real time, I thought it was a good call. Let's see if the video shows something else. They scoreless through an inning so far in Austin.
I say that a lot about a lot of super regionals. You know, South Carolina had a chance to punch their ticket earlier. These teams just do not quit. And it's really tough for power hitters. They want to swing. They want to get their hacks up there, and sometimes that leads to being impatient.
In Oklahoma City.
I mean, the injury she had was less than a week ago, when you think about it, and just so pleased to see her healthy and back on the field.
Patman had to stop at her tracks to avoid that line drive. And McCoy has her 2nd hit, so her 1st game back, even though she only technically missed 1 game.
On the team, so of course they're happy to have her back. This time it's a pitch on the outer half. She inside outs it a little bit. It's actually on the inner half of the plate. Big lift for this whole Oregon team to have her back in the lineup. The crowd erupted when she was announced in the starting lineup. She has made her presence known. She's got to stay out there and run the bases.
So they are loaded up. 6 runs on 10 hits now for the Ducks. 1 run, 2 hits for Liberty, and those 2 hits came from their first 2 batters of the game. And a big day for Jones with 3 hits.
If they can win this game and advance to Oklahoma City, this bottom part of the lineup has been so productive.
Just fights it off into left field and brings in another insurance run. 4th hit of the game, 5th in the 2 games of the Super Regional round.
And Jones is just doing what she does best, taking what the pitch gives her. It's up in the zone, doesn't even take a full swing, but she's able to keep her barrel level, her hands strong.
So they're going to make the pitching change. And the senior Escobar will step aside. A program that's had some pretty high-flying offensive teams through the years. Allen able to come back.
Have to go to first.
Knocked down. Byram had a thought about third, but too late then.
Barrel control. And speed never takes a day off. So beats it into the ground. And even if she fields this ball cleanly, Mark, I don't think she has a...
2nd run of the inning. It's become a 7-run lead. Bases loaded, 2 outs still, and that's a bouncy ball up the middle, and we'll score at least 2 more, maybe. Throw come to the plate. Tag safe.
Oregon Ducks are playing pass the bat. This one's on the upper part of the zone, keeps her barrel nice and high, finds a gap up the middle. What a game for Kaylin Jones. 4 for slides hard, showing your top 10 in those 3 major team categories: ERA, team defensive fielding percentage, and scoring. And it's on full display here in this super regional game.
Ball 4 to Maake. First base was unoccupied.
Offensively, defensively, she is full go.
Deep right field. Out of reach of Root. That'll clear the bases. 3-run triple for Sinicki. Her 6th triple of the season, and she's now just a double shy of the cycle today.
Just packs a punch, all for a triple. I mean, how about this Oregon team who has just turned it on?
And knocking out the 1-seed Texas A&M last weekend. Fouled away, quickly no balls, 2 strikes when we are finished here in strike 3, says plate umpire Chris Drum.
Till this season, Liberty doing it on the road at Texas A&M.
Bouncy ball to first, a race to the bag, the tag, no, didn't get there.
She's the first base replacement over there for Riley McCoy.
To a 23-3 conference season, won Conference USA regular season easily. Slow roller, flip out at second. Sinicki for out number 2. And Oregon 1 out away. For the 7th time in school history, and the first time under head coach Missy Lombardi, the Oregon Ducks are headed to the Women's College World Series. Oregon dominates to head to the Women's College World Series.
It was a full team performance, dominant performance in the circle from Lindsey Grine.